recorded live from a previously unfinished attic in downtown Monroe. This is Drawing Bigger Circles, where we dig into what's going on behind the scenes and out in the streets of our city, Monroe, North Carolina. My name is Stephen Stegall. I'm chairperson for Change for Monroe, and we're a grassroots organization that seeks to connect neighbors to neighbors through political engagement, civic education, and a myriad of community service opportunities. And as always, I'm joined by my producer, who was definitely with me at church. Yes, that's the ticket, when all those flock cameras were vandalized, Kevin Daniels. And my permanently temporary co-host, who would never be offended if a gorgeous black woman played her in a blockbuster historical fiction, Barb Curtin.
Please pray for me.
Yeah. Oh.
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
We have loaded up the soundboard.
It's going to be so much worse.
It is, very much so.
Oh, good morning.
How is everyone?
Doing well. How are you?
We're all taking drinks at the same time, so none of us could speak.
Yeah.
Well, Barb spoke for
sorry.
us all. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Usual.
Yeah, summer happens, you know.
It does.
Families,
And,
work.
Yeah, and we got some new. Well, I don't know if the gear is new so much as I have mounted it permanently in the office now, so that we're not having to fiddle around with cameras every time we want to record something. So they're like permanently on the walls now, so I can point at them. Yeah, say, cameraman, fix my exposure.
Yeah.
Kevin's the cameraman, by the way.
It's much better than, we'll fix that in post.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll still do that.
No one's allowed to say that.
Yeah. so, all right, what's on the agenda for today, guys?
Well, before we get into business, it's business time. Business. I did want to talk about the rain that we've been getting and how wonderful it's been.
Yeah, and I'm expecting us to probably have to deal with it during this recording at some point, which will be, if you've ever been in here when it's raining, it sounds like a tin roof.
Nice.
And so it'll probably get picked up on the recording, so people will just have to, deal with that.
Fix it in post?
Yeah, fix it in post. That's right, yeah. Yeah, there you go. I don't have a sound effect for that yet, but
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
But no, we have needed that. I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures of the dwindling water supply in the
Yes.
in the I always forget the quarry. Yeah, because that's what you call things like that.
We're pumping water in from the quarry now, or did they just pass that we are going to start doing that?
Oh
No,
no,
they've been doing it,
we're
right?
doing like 2 million gallons a day from the quarry
wow.
right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Starting to show a little.
Yeah, and it's starting to we're starting to get those pictures from California reservoirs and stuff like that, where it's just like they don't have a time lapse on it, which I wish they would have, because that would have been a lot more interesting than just having like the little flyover. I think Franco posted what I saw anyway. But yeah, it was just like a drone image of like them going over the quarry area, and like I guess a couple certain spots where you could tell that the water had kind of receded. But if you didn't know what the place looked like before that, you wouldn't know the difference. And that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like there needs to be some sort of just documentation of how we're I don't know, using up our water supply at a pretty quick
Alarming
clip.
rate.
Yeah.
Well, at the next meeting, if you want the tax dollars spent on a long exposure time lapse thing, then
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can afford to put cameras up all over the fucking city. Why the hell can't we put one on, monitoring our water supply?
Well, we can't afford that yet.
Yeah, that's true.
But we'll see what happens.
Anyway, we're going to talk about that in a bit.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah. So, I have enjoyed the rain. Being a gardener, I not closely, I guess, but I monitor the rain as much as I think I need to. And man, we've really been getting kind of hammered at about late night.
Yeah, we were at work and the streets around us were just completely flooded. As a matter of fact, someone that we know, I won't mention their name, but they work at like an Amazon warehouse right behind where I work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And posted video of dumpsters floating in their parking lot.
Oh, really? No
Yeah.
kidding.
It's a fantastic video.
Bon voyage, trash.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Bon Voyage Trash. That should be the name of our band.
Yeah.
Man,
Well, we've got.
we have so many bands in play.
Yeah.
We need to start finding some people.
First we got to learn instruments.
Learn how to play instruments.
True.
Yeah.
I can play the flash flute.
I was gonna say skin flute, but I didn't want to be the guy who did that.
Oh, well, I'll be the guy.
Yeah. So.
I'm not fixing that in post.
Edit.
Right.
anyway, so first up on the agenda is we have an update on the situation with Councilman Anderson. For those of you who don't recall, Burns voted on to launch a city investigation into allegations against Councilman Anderson. And most of us felt that was a political play performance. I mean, first of all, it's Burns, so you have to look at everything
always
he does.
Is.
Yes.
Always,
Yeah. So that was the first thing. But the other thing was that the police in Charlotte were already investigating this. So you could basically run your own investigation.
Wait. You're talking about Anderson. Am I saying that? Am I listening to you wrong? Did I just?
You are.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, I don't know why I just kept. I'm reading one thing and hearing another thing, and go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Damn. Yes. All right. Moving on.
Your editor hates you right now.
If you want to edit that out, you're
not
totally
editing
welcome
He's
to.
going to edit the whole start of
Sorry.
the show.
Yeah, I was reading and listening, and no.
So yeah, back to Anderson.
So
Yes.
the short version is that allegations were made about from Councilman Anderson. There were questions about where the allegations were coming from, et cetera, et cetera. The Charlotte police investigated this. Come to find out that the Charlotte police and the DA up in Mecklenburg said there is not enough evidence to pursue this case.
Which is what we were saying to begin with.
yeah.
We basically said. And,
Yeah.
it was fishy because it was all starting with Burns, which is a weird place for all of this to start.
Mm-hmm.
But it's usually where everything starts.
Giggity.
Or completely appropriate. I mean,
Yeah, it was just so odd because, if I'm breaking a story, then somebody fucked up. You know what I mean? Because there are people out there that are more talented and better at this stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm feeding off of them. I'm not out there with, a duster jacket and a hat saying, "What's the scoop, yay?"
Yeah, right. No, that's not right.
Editing that out.
Yeah.
But anyway, so, the idea is that, I'm gathering information from a whole bunch of different sources,
Yeah.
and Burns was kind of the source on this. And that was the suspicious part of this.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so Charlotte is not pursuing this. They couldn't find any standing, and they dropped the case, and they said, go on about your business. And right now we're wondering, and we'll find out what happens, but has the city stopped their investigation, or is Burns going to keep this charade going?
Well, I mean, again, from what we said last time, the only investigation that the city of Monroe can possibly be conducting is piggybacking off of what CMPD was doing. And if CMPD has concluded their investigation, what the fuck do we need to do? What are we doing?
Wasting money.
Right.
Wasting money.
That's what we're good at. I mean,
And the whole idea that we could have, taken their investigation, used that in any case against Anderson to take any kind of action.
Yeah.
And they decided to launch an independent one.
Right. Yeah. Well, so I've had conversations with a couple council people over the last little bit, and just from what I've heard, and I'm not divulging anything that they probably wouldn't divulge themselves. They were, I don't know. They felt they had enough information to launch the investigation based on what they were, getting from CMPD. And I personally was like, hey, what was the point in all this? and they felt justified in their vote for that. Let me put it that way. Personally, without knowing what they know, and I wasn't asking them to divulge anything at the moment because obviously I don't want anybody to, divulge more than they probably should.
You're using the word divulge way too much.
I probably am, yeah. But anyway, I personally still think that it was a waste of time and potentially taxpayer money, but it is what it is at this point because there's nothing to be investigated.
I have an alternative theory.
Okay.
All right, is that they were playing politics.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That there wasn't enough evidence, and a smart person would have said, we'll wait for Charlotte to finish theirs and then do it. Mm-hmm. But nobody wanted to be the person who voted against it. No one wanted to show that courage, which has been an ongoing theme for years with me, is that we are not seeing courage
Right.
in the face of,
City council. Period.
you know,
Not one.
Yeah.
and it does go to other branches. We're just focused on Monroe in our little microphone area here and this particular subject, so I'll leave it at that. But yeah, we're not seeing courage standing up to him. You know, when he does ridiculous things, there should be, you know, it should be 5-2. You know, those two should be shot down for playing these games.
Yeah.
It's kind of, you know, go ahead, Barb.
And now there's zero commenting on it, no apology, no nothing.
And yeah, we haven't heard anything
Nothing.
from the council, the five, I don't know what to call them, the sane folks, you know, that are like, oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, but like, who would we be expecting an apology from?
Right.
Like, Burns is never, ever going to apologize for shit.
Oh, no,
because
he'll double down every time.
again, he's been taught to do that. So, but yeah, so that's just part of their plan is to always, you know, move forward and, you know, never take responsibility or I don't know, admit any sort of like wrongdoing because, you know, they're obviously, you know, they have good on their side all the time. So
but it's just it's a whole bunch of political game playing. And,
Yeah.
You know, I've said it before that, you know, when we have these folks that say stupid shit, you know, when we have the stupid, what's his name, Kevin. I forget his name. But yeah, you know, like when he
Special
comments
man.
something stupid, you know what I mean? To say, well, actually, and bringing up facts and articles and stuff, it's pointless. You know, once you engage with them, you are giving their platform substance.
yeah,
Substance or sustenance?
Substance.
I could have used
Oh,
either of those,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
I combined them.
yeah, you did.
So
Yeah,
we're going to
no.
go
That was-
with our word of the day is substance.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. I like it.
It is brought to you by Kraken Rum.
yeah.
At
There's
11
a,
o'clock in the morning.
Right.
You know, no,
No judgment.
you know, it was overcast. People didn't know what time it was.
Right.
Right.
But that's the idea that, you know, engaging with Burns on these things, you know what I mean? And going along with him in any fashion and not standing up to him and saying literally in the vote, like 5-2, but I'd like to make a comment. That was stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is just, it's giving them too much play and too much,
Well, I mean, not
Freedom.
to, you know, belabor this too much, but I mean, that is also a tactic of fascism. You know, fascists love to waste your time with bullshit in order to like just expend your energy. I mean, there's literally, I forget what the actual, what the term is called, but it's literally like anytime that you're on Facebook and you like state an obvious thing, you know, about like either some sort of like systemic racism or like misogyny or anything like that, and some, you know, dickhead comes on there and it's like, can you explain what this means, as if, you know, in a bad faith way. What they're doing is wasting your time and trying to like just obfuscate and again, they're all it is just them just putting sand in gears and you know.
ooh, Sand and Gears, name of our band.
Yeah,
I
like
prefer obfuscate.
yeah, I like cinder blocks and traffic.
Kind of a huge fan of substance.
Yeah, so but yeah, that's what they do.
That's
is
what they do.
it's
And
just
without calling that out, if
Yeah.
you go along and you engage with them, you know, then you are losing. As soon as you do that, you lose. It's
Yeah.
lose, lose, lose.
well, again, it gives it gives Burns credibility, you know, when and what's weird about it too is like, you know, they never take into account every time that like the supposed rhinos vote with Burns.
Yeah.
It's always ever, you know, when they vote against him that they want to point it out and act like they're kind of like faux Democrats or something like that. And, you know, it's very telling that,
and
yeah.
it's all, and that's the point is that, you know, that taking any of them seriously is just difficult at
Right.
this time.
Well, if you're, you know, down for wasting money on pointless litigation, elect, you know, Michelle Ball.
Yeah. Oh my God,
'cause
that's going to be so much fun to watch.
She'll either be suing people or being sued by
Oh
people.
my God,
you
I
know,
can't wait.
yeah,
I'm
so-
already making a list of lawyers.
Well, we should just start a tally on how
Yeah.
much money she's actually cost the city.
I'm
And
telling you, you are too old to be doing construction. I am
Yeah.
too old to be going upstairs. Barb is fantastic for her age of 29, so she can do whatever she
Thank
wants.
you. I appreciate
But I
that.
am looking forward to suing the hell out of her.
I mean,
and the
yeah.
city, and I mean, just,
what was the cost of the stanchions and the new metal detectors that she
yeah, I
for-
think we were somewhere in the neighborhood of like 10K for all that stuff.
Are you sure?
No.
I think it was more than that.
Oh, I
You're
just
not sure.
Yeah.
You're just
literally
guessing.
just said I think.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. I didn't say I'm certain.
Yeah, I thought it was because they not only did they do it for the city hall there, but they put new ones at a couple of other like city-owned properties too. So it's like I think it was like 30 grand.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive it was like 30 grand that she cost the city just because with her fucking antics coming in there with all her people and breaking.
Her antics at the direction and collaboration with Burns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like she's acting alone. We have to be very clear. She's a mouthpiece.
She is.
Burns is a mouthpiece. They are not smart enough to be doing this shit on their own.
Yeah.
So when she stands up and comes up with that act, he knows it's coming, and he does not warn his police officers that it's happening.
Right.
That's also, I mean, that right there alone would be an impeachable offense. He should have been removed from office, but,
nobody wants to stand up.
Yeah, and when I say this, when I say Robert's rules for everybody,
I like that.
This is a double meaning now.
Yeah, it is because Robert's rules is like a definitionary term that like talks about how like all city council members or like all council meetings are run all across the country. And so
meetings in general, they're used within the political parties.
Right, yeah. So this is not Robert Burns's rules, but Robert Burns has his own rules now. And so it's like he was, I mean, if you want to, this kind of makes it sound nefarious, but he was colluding with, Michelle behind the scenes in order to make these antics happen in city council meetings.
Yeah.
And again, like you said, like no warning to the police or anything like that, saying, hey, we're going to have 20 people stand up in front of city council in a threatening manner to both citizens and council members. More or less, threatening them with physical violence if they didn't go along with what they were planning to do. And again, like this is just unbecoming of somebody who wants to run a city.
So let's talk about that. What happens when someone votes the way you don't want them to? Do we threaten them?
You're not supposed to.
All right. So let's talk about
they just reverse that.
The CRTPO.
Oh, nice segue, sir.
Thank you.
That was beautiful.
You opened that up, and I just.
Yep.
Nope. I'm gonna stop that sentence.
He slid right
I'm
into your.
Stop that sentence right there.
Sorry.
It's Sunday.
It is.
All right.
And
so again, this is.
I didn't do it.
This is an update again on kind of what we were doing before. The CRTPO vote about the I-77 project. Again, constituents didn't want it. People didn't want it. Charlotte didn't want it. The county of Mecklenburg. Like, nobody wanted this except for the people who were going to be making money off of this.
Yeah, which is, I had it pulled up. Go ahead. Keep going. It's a specific company out of Austin, Texas that's going to be...
Austin?
Yeah.
Austin, Massachusetts?
Austin, Texas.
I think it's Austin, Texas.
Oh.
Yeah.
No road trip vans in here?
Where did he go?
Austin, Massachusetts.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No,
geez.
sorry. Yeah.
Anyway, while you're finding that out, the company that had the contract for all these toll lanes is actually Spanish. And they're based out of Spain.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. So the Spanish company puts up the money for the project. They build the toll lanes and stuff like that. And they collect all the tolls after.
Oh, okay.
So basically, the prize that we, the citizens of North Carolina, would be getting would be less traffic.
Yep.
And that's it. So we're not getting tax revenue back on this. They're building the toll lanes, but they're collecting the money. And, this doesn't always work. Have you ever seen that, 15-lane, one-way Chinese highway? It just doesn't work. The more lanes you build just means, more people are going to use them. Toll lanes, by the way, are not going to allow trucks, as always.
Yeah.
So who uses these highways a lot? It's trucks.
Well, you're right. Cintra, Cintra, they are subsidiary of a Spanish multinational corporation called Ferrovial. Ferrovial.
That's probably the right pronunciation.
Ferrovial. I don't know.
It's got substance.
Yeah, it does. But yeah, this is going to be like a like $4 billion project, I think, and I think the state of North Carolina, I think we're going to put up like maybe 600 billion or 600 million of that, I think is what they had talked about putting up, but everything else is going to be funded by them. But again, this is, I'm against toll roads,
Me too.
I mean, just because of, what they are, which is like, I don't like the fact that we are like slowly but surely creating toll booths at pretty much every like facet of human existence at this point.
Yes.
I mean, it's anytime you go on your phone to like do anything, it's a subscription based thing. Any creator that you're out there, trying to follow is subscription based. TV and
By the way,
yeah,
click like and subscribe.
right, exactly.
There's actually a great video of
Yeah.
a woman who's like in tears because she's had her HP printer for 5 years.
Yeah,
And she
Wow.
found
yeah,
Surprised it lasted that long.
yeah.
it's an HP, it's quality stuff.
I mean,
Right.
yeah.
But she went and she was buying the bootleg ink because it was
Yeah.
cheaper.
Yeah.
And then she connected it to Wi-Fi, and they were like, "Oh, we see that you're not using our proper ink," and shut down which has happened to me as well.
Yeah.
And even when I went off of the subscription service, where it was like, "Oh, they're sending me the ink when it gets low,"
Yeah.
and I was like, "Well, I don't want to do that anymore because I'm not using it often enough. Let me just buy my ink when I want to."
Yeah.
And as soon as I went off of it, it literally like flipped a chip in all the ink in my printer, and now I had full cartridges that I could no longer use.
Yeah, yeah.
And I had to go. I mean, it's absolutely insane.
Wow.
Volvo.
Control.
Volvo. I think
I was just going to bring it up. The
they-
heater, like the heaters in your seats,
Yeah.
are like are
$20 a
subscription
month.
based.
they
yeah.
got
What?
that. Don't get me
It's
wrong.
fucking nuts.
It got publicized,
Yeah.
so I think they retracted a lot of that. But
Right.
yeah, they were about to pay you $20, or you were
you're-
gonna have to
yeah.
pay $20 a month or $20 a year, or whatever it was. But the heater in your seats
to
and
use
other
the
little,
heater in your own, like
Wow.
the shit is already in your car.
Yeah, something you've already purchased.
Yeah. and in order to operate it. But I mean, again, that just like, I hate to continually bring up, people like Trump, but I mean, Trump has at this point made himself the largest toll booth in the fucking world. This is their business model.
Yep.
Is that everybody around, like, it's just rent seeking. Over and over and over again, man. We keep giving up. I mean, at some point, it's going to be subscription based for for food and stuff like that.
I
So,
mean, our healthcare is already subscription based.
yeah,
You're
absolutely.
gonna have to subscribe to flush your toilet. It's coming
It is. It's coming.
to a theater near
It's
you.
gonna start in Monroe because of our drought.
It's going to be.
But and I think this is probably the bigger issue than whether or not you like toll roads. Because you like toll roads, you don't like toll roads. I don't care. The point is that in that vote, every single no vote was listening to the people that they represent.
Mm-hmm.
It was overwhelming that nobody wanted this toll road.
Yeah. Well,
and so for them to sit there and vote no
Yeah.
was in line with what the constituents say.
Well, and let's think about why, they kind of were shitting on Serluda because of her no vote in
Yeah.
this. And they were, let's think about why I don't, her age is not important, but she's an older black woman in North Carolina who grew up through Jim Crow, and basically this I-77 toll road, which is going to be, again, this foreign company who is like coming in and destroying certain segments of our natural resources and our landscape in order to put up this rent-seeking road. Basically, they were going to be cutting through historically black neighborhoods, like 3 or 4 of them, and black cemeteries. And so why the fuck wouldn't she say no to that? I mean, like, she is almost like obliged to say no, even if, you know what I mean?
And
Like,
now, because
yeah.
Burns was playing politics with
Yeah.
her no vote, she reversed
Yeah.
herself
But-
and the communities that were counting on her.
Yeah, I mean, so we always, just like America is a land of contradictions. So just like we tout how like great the interstate highway system was, and what a great boon for society that was, it literally decimated tons of black communities in order to like make these roads. And she knew that history, and it was basically being repeated again. And so that was in my opinion, that's why she voted no for this. And so,
And it was the Spanish and their armada again.
my God, nobody. It's the Spanish.
Nobody saw the Spanish.
Nobody suspects the Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody expects.
Is that right?
We both fucked it up.
Yeah, we did.
But, everyone got the substance of it.
Well, anyone 50 and up knows what we're talking about.
So, at the end of the day, at the last meeting, there was a vote to remove Serluda from her key position there.
Yeah.
There was a vote to pass a resolution that saying from now on, any representative from the CRPTO from Monroe, CRTPO from Monroe, will in fact vote yes to every I-77 toll project. I mean, it was just absolute insane authoritarianism there.
And yeah, again, why were we being forced to do this?
Well, there are plenty of reasons.
Well,
but
mainly
let's start
because
with Senator Sawyer.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So, and again, for those of you who may already know, Senator Sawyer added an amendment into our budget, our must-pass budget,
Yep.
that said that the surrounding areas that voted no on this I-77 project would have to pay back the money. So now I have some simple questions, and I've asked Senator Sawyer this on her page because I ain't scared. Why does the CRTPO exist if you are going to just have one senator order them what to do?
Which is the CRTPO was a
The
committee,
Charlotte Regional Transportation.
but it was a committee put
organization.
together in order to assess the I don't know what the validity of this new toll road. Basically, they were coming together to decide if this was a good project or not. And then now at the end of all this thing's been going on since like 2016.
Yeah.
And at the end of all this, they're like, oh, you know what? You have to do this, by the way.
You must do this.
You must do this.
So-
or you have to pay back all this money that we spent on this planning and all this other stuff, basically.
Yeah. And I did point that out to her, like,
Yeah.
okay, well, what's the point of having the organization and what's the point of having votes?
Yeah.
And this is what we're going to see when it comes to these votes, because you see it with Burns now.
Yeah, yeah.
In Monroe, of what is the point of holding a vote
Yeah.
if our wishes are not being recognized?
Yeah. Which is, cough, cough, flock cameras, cough, cough.
Again, another unifying issue that we did not, I don't
Yeah.
have it in this episode because I think it's going to be a longer discussion.
Yeah.
And frankly, Barb loves cameras. I don't know if you know this.
I did not.
No, I don't.
I don't think Barb knows either.
No, that's okay.
Way to improv, Barb.
I'm sorry, but
Yes, and
no, no, you can't. Don't put that on me. Yes, I love cameras.
How much do you love cameras, Barb?
So much so that I.
Kevin's
want
gonna
them
tell you how
up
much you love
everywhere.
them.
Yeah, how much do I love them? Let me know. Let me know in the comments.
Right.
click like and subscribe if you'd like to know how much Barb likes cameras.
Right. Subscription-based liking.
There you go.
So at this meeting, though, and I want to point this out, it's frustrating, and I'm going to speak frankly and honestly here, okay? In
about
November,
time.
I think, yeah, that's me.
Right.
Kevin, hide his feelings. But we all know how I'm voting in November when it comes to the mayoral race. I'm voting for Serluda Anthony.
Sure.
But I am sick and tired of watching these meetings where something like changing Serluda's position on the CRTPO is on the agenda, and she's caught on her heels every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also she needs to. Councilwoman Anthony, if you're listening to this, please move the microphone closer to your mouth. I can't
No one can
defend
hear you.
what you're saying
Yeah.
if we can't hear you.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if they had valid reasons, I think Dotson cited the fact that she only attended 9 of 25 meetings.
Which is not great.
No.
That's not great.
Yeah.
But
that's a valid reason.
And I assume, that she had, prior engagements, whatever you want to call it. I mean, but still, like, you have to show up to these meetings in order to be able to, like, when you say this is why I don't want to, support this project, you have to be able to, come to that with some gravitas and say, in the meetings that I attended, these were the reasons that I, decided not to do it.
But they came
yeah.
to that meeting prepared with that stat of 9 out of 25.
Of course.
And she was not prepared
Yeah.
to defend that.
Yeah.
I
get
she
it.
didn't list off the meetings that she had missed and why. She just said sometimes it was Kraken. Sometimes it was doctor's appointments. Sometimes it was other appointments, and we know that they're coming at us.
Yeah.
You know, why is nobody
Come
prepared on
prepared.
that council? You know?
Again, part of it goes back to me. This is the conversation that I've been having with candidates and people who are sitting on council right now. They don't realize that they're dealing with a different, type of candidate in these people. These people are these people have brought a new type of politics to Monroe that didn't exist here before, and we are, and us being the people who are, I guess, against them. We are constantly having to fight from behind because we don't expect these nefarious actors to be doing this kind of thing, and we should.
And they will.
Yeah, and again,
every time.
Every
I have
chance.
pleaded with these people. I have pleaded with them. Please take this seriously and do the amount of work that is necessary to keep these people from
Prepare.
Yeah,
It's not that hard.
yeah, and it's always.
And I'm
just
not talking to you guys.
No,
You're not
but
gonna get. You're not gonna get any preparation. That's
Well-
just the way it is.
but they constantly just think that just being the better person is going to win votes and stuff. No, it's not.
Nope, not at all.
Justice, what's the old saying about justice, swings back to,
The pendulum.
yeah.
Is that what you're getting at? Yeah.
And it doesn't. You got to push it,
Yeah. Yeah.
So, good luck to everyone, and hopefully someone starts fighting back soon.
Yep.
So that's a good segue, though, because we're going to talk about rules and laws and how they apply to everyone. So
What
if
do
you,
they?
oh, now you want to talk? Yes, and
I
you're
quit.
going to yes and that. But about a month ago, maybe a little bit more, a month and a half ago, Councilwoman Anthony on her campaign page put up a picture of her license plate that she was out there in the city. She's like, if you see this, I'm out there in the city working for you, which is true. She is in the community. She's out there doing her thing. But I have no idea when the picture was taken, but at the time of posting, the registration on her car had expired.
Oh.
Damn.
So this
Damn.
is going to be a fun conversation.
Yeah.
We are about, folks,
Yeah.
buckle the fuck up.
Yeah.
All right? Because we're going to get some band names out of this bitch.
Yeah.
All right?
Boy.
But here's the thing, is that when she posted, now it didn't say that I took this picture of my license plate today. It just said, if you see this, could have been a while ago. Could have been when she bought that license plate
Damn.
frame a year ago. Who knows? We don't know. But immediately, Burns' acolytes jumped on there. I would never vote for someone this irresponsible.
I did not know any of this.
Yes.
This is incredible.
This is incredible. And we have the screenshots. I'll put them up here.
Yep.
We have the screenshots of these comments about how absolutely irresponsible it is
Yeah.
for a councilwoman who is running for mayor, who wants their vote,
Yes.
to be so irresponsible that her registration was expired.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone want to define irony real quick?
I mean,
Oh, man.
defining it might be ironic. So
So let's just jump right into it. All right. Last week, in the early hours of the morning, which we'll address later on. So
yeah.
unless you want to, in the at an odd time for a married man with 8 children or 20 children, however many it is, to be out and about cruising Anson County.
He has a litter at this point.
He
Yeah,
does.
we don't even
My
call
God,
it-
It's a puppy mill over
Yeah,
there.
it's not even a brood. You've moved on beyond.
He's branched on into the Metzger section of life.
Yeah.
And congratulations to him for all those children.
Absolutely.
know?
What a man.
I mean,
God forbid they go to college and stop talking to you in 10 years.
we can all hope.
Well, they can hope. So here's the deal: is Robert Burns got a ticket? Put it up here. Put it up here.
Yeah.
In Anson County last week at 1:22 a.m. And I want to check. I think it was Thursday morning, Wednesday night. 1:22 a.m. Robert Burns got a ticket for Barb. What did he get a ticket for?
He's expired insurance. No, I don't know. Something was expired. Just
The
like
registration.
The registration.
Yeah, the exact same thing that they were complaining about.
They're not voting for Councilwoman Anthony to be a mayor because of her expired registration.
Of course.
And now they have to jump through these mental gymnastics and go through, well, it's different because Burns has a beard.
Yes.
And kind of
good
make
for
up-
me and not for thee.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's, let's be honest.
the way they roll.
It's the Jesus talk. I mean, this is like, again, it's like, if as long as you're washed in the blood, you can do no wrong.
Forgiven.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So so that was the one thing, and I kind of spent some time looking into this. Like, why is it so difficult for people to point out hypocrisy? And why is it hard for them to recognize hypocrisy? Because here's the thing: if you sit there and you say, candidate A had an extramarital affair, okay, I don't care. I'll still vote for them because that is not what I'm basing my entire life and reasoning on. That's not it. If you say candidate A raped a woman named E. Jean Carroll,
Right.
that's completely different.
Yeah.
I find that to be absolutely disgusting, and I'm not going to vote for
And
that
disqualifying.
person. And that is a disqualifying thing.
Yeah.
But an extramarital affair necessarily isn't, especially consenting adults, Lindsey Graham and whoever the call guy was. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Ladybug.
You have to look that up. Lindsey Graham, Ladybug.
I had to have it explained to me.
Don't-
'cause
Don't look that up.
Yikes.
Oh, no.
Don't
Do it.
Don't look that up.
Don't listen to Kevin.
Look it up. Look it up.
But the idea that when
You need to put a ladybug on the screen.
right here. But the idea that we have ingrained ourselves in politics so much that when we see fault in one person, we cannot see fault in anyone else.
Well, also too that we have set up our system in such a way that like we back ourselves into these ideological corners all the time. So it's like at this point you have Serluda or Dotson to vote for mayor at this point. If we had some sort of system, ranked choice voting, that would offer, more candidates to come up. And also too, this whole like primary thing that they foisted upon us. I mean, we would have a little bit more freedom in our selection. And when it comes down to like October and when these October surprises, pop up, you're not stuck with these fucking shitty candidates who so now you have to overlook all the bad shit that you now know about them and vote for swallow your, whatever, just ethics or morals you thought you had.
To be clear, that's part of why Burns did this, why he went around the back of everybody.
Yeah, sure.
And made this a partisan race because he could not let people have options.
Yeah.
Because he's a shitty fucking option.
All right. So do we want to know the real reasons that Burns gave?
All right. So now this is Barb's time to shine.
Okay.
All right. But I'm going to introduce the segment because Miss Yes And is kind of not great at improving here.
Okay.
All right. So we are going to talk about, it happened at 1:22 a.m. And again, I think this was late Wednesday, early Thursday morning.
Right.
All right. And the ticket's right here for you to look.
Yep.
To clarify that. But I would like to go around the table and everyone is going to pick one, maybe 8 reasons they think that Burns was driving through Anson County at 1:22 a.m.
We should have talked about this ahead of time because I have a different segment idea for this.
Okay?
Yeah.
Folks, we're nothing if not flexible.
Yeah. So here we go. This is top 10 reasons why the Monroe mayor gave us for why he was pulled over at 1:22 a.m. for an expired registration. Number 10. So we could finally get out and use the phrase, "Do you know who I am?" Number 9. This snake oil ain't gonna sell itself. You guys are welcome to laugh at all this if you want to. Number 8. Can't be North Carolina's mayor sitting in Monroe now, can he? Number 7. He paid good money to speak at whatever event he was heading back from, and hotels are expensive.
That's a throwback joke.
It is. Number 6. It's too embarrassing to strap on the feed bag at our local all-you-can-eat Olive Garden, so he had to take that show on the road. Number 7. He was out of evidence that Christians are still being so persecuted. People on the planet.
What? God.
What are we on? Number 8? I
love
don't
you
even
guys.
know what number 8.
I forget what 8 was for.
Yeah, I forget what number we're at now, but okay. Number 7, I think.
I think we've done.
How would he know his registration has expired? Someone else is paying his bills. Number 8. Any press is good press.
8 again. What the
I don't know what number we're on.
Any press is good press. I
Under
like that.
press, yeah. I forget what number we're on. Number 11-12. He heard rumors of an unattended bathroom somewhere not being creepily videotaped.
Oh, yes.
And the number 1 reason why the Monroe mayor gave for his being pulled over at 1:22 a.m. for an expired registration. What time do you burn your crosses?
Oh, my God. That was I need to go take a shower.
Yes.
That was great.
First of all, you stole my favorite one. Because I did put that comment up on a Facebook post when someone was like, oh, I think Crystal was like, oh, what's he doing at 1:22 a.m.? And I'm like, well, you can't burn crosses during the day.
Now can you?
No,
Absolutely not.
All right, but no drum roll, please.
I heard he was attending
come
genitalia
on.
training with Michelle.
No.
It's all right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have about 12, so we're not doing. I won't do all of them. Yeah. All right. He was on a fact-finding mission to determine whether another county would also get tired of him.
Yes, that is yes.
He was checking whether the potholes were more woke across the border.
That's good too. I like that one.
He was actually on the campaign trail, but during a call, his wife mentioned looking at his browsing history. He was driving home to stop her. He heard that school kids might be getting free lunches in Monroe and had to rush home immediately to protest.
Yes. Oh my God.
He heard a bedtime story was being read to a kid that had 2 dads in it.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's
yikes.
terrible.
Superhero had to come.
Yep.
This should have been a top 20, I guess.
Someone said that they found Jesus in Anson County. Burns rushed out there in the middle of the night to check his documents.
Yes.
All right.
That was Jesus, you mean?
It was not. All right, everyone, and we all need
Turns
to
out it was Jesus.
we all need to wink at the camera after this one. He was checking out the back roads.
Wink, wink. Oh, wait. Oh,
He doesn't know what those sounds mean yet.
Yeah.
We're working on the buttons.
Giggity.
Yep. He was turning the other cheek.
oh.
Wink.
At a truck stop, maybe?
Anyway, that's all I got.
Wait a minute.
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
We put in way too much time on those,
That was great.
by the way.
It was really so. Okay, just
Anson is a hike.
it is, and
it's
and it's
45
also
minutes,
not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, was he driving back from a campaign event at 1:22 in the morning?
Well, if you're heading east, like that's where you come back from to hit,
If you're coming across the border from like a small town in South Carolina, would you come through Anson County?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
74 passes right through there.
If we ever find evidence, that'll be an interesting comment.
I would love to know his reason.
Yeah.
I mean, has anybody actually asked? I mean, they sure hammer everybody else for their
I'm
reason.
going with the turning the other cheek.
We have so many reasons here. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't need to hear from him.
Honestly, it's probably all of these.
Yeah.
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 Barb, did you have something to add to that? Or
No,
did you
the only
already
thing I had was I had heard that he was attending a genitalia training. So he could check.
Okay, but to be clear, he knows what a penis looks like.
Does he?
Well,
Does he?
him and Dotson.
Yeah.
I did have another one there.
Are you too scared?
There were one more.
No, I wouldn't say I was too scared, but I might have amended it. But he was looking for a new 24-hour gym. He got kicked out of all the ones in Union County for checking up everyone's towels in the locker room.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. So that is our "What the fuck was Burns doing in Anson County at 1:22 a.m."
Yeah.
segment.
Could they have been having a drag show out there in those parts, and he was just kind of doing his research?
Parts.
In those parts.
In those parts.
Them their parts.
Yeah. Yeah, he heard a drag show was coming next month. Wanted to check out parking.
Check it out. Well,
Man, we could do this all day.
all day.
Absolutely.
Whole
we
show
could.
on it.
But it's, 11:30 in the morning when we're drunk. So we're going to have to.
We
So,
I'm drunk on
yeah.
just happiness.
happiness.
Just overall happiness.
and coffee.
But I wanted to go back to the hypocrisy. And I think one of the points that you brought up is something that I was looking into: identity protective cognition.
Okay, sure.
All right. And since it's my turn to speak, a concept from political psychology: when a political identity becomes part of someone's self-identity and criticize them.
Yeah.
Apparently it is we.
Pop,
My
pop, pop.
apologies.
Yeah.
When criticism of their side, their candidate, their person is now a criticism of themselves.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess I don't know why, but I've never fallen into that cult. When someone like criticizes Obama for the real things that he did, not the made up right wing stuff that he did, but when they criticize him for like a lot of the drone strikes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, oh yeah, man, that fucking sucked.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, well, wait a minute, didn't you vote for him? I'm like, and I'd do it again. Pop, pop.
Yeah. Right.
It's just one of those things that
Yep.
why are you not wrapped up in a political identity like this? Why do you not have a figurehead that you are absolutely like never ever going to leave their side?
Is that rhetorical, or do you really? I mean,
I'm starting a conversation.
it is.
And I didn't start with Barb because she loves to say no.
Well, I can tell you why I personally I have spent most of my adult childhood, or my adult fucking shit.
It's back to
have
we.
My most of my adult life, I should say, like deconstructing a lot of things that I learned, in the first part in my childhood, and so I spend it's an exercise for me to make sure that what I'm believing and what I advocate for is worthy of my time.
Yeah.
So again, we just went through this with Graham Plattner.
Yep. How quickly was he dropped?
Like a hot fucking rock.
Yep.
And that's what you do when you have, and again, none of these allegations were necessarily proven in a court of law type thing. But when the air of, I forget what they call it, it's like the air of misconduct or something like that you're supposed, you shouldn't even have a whiff of misconduct around you if you want to hold these positions. Otherwise you're a tainted person, and
you're a tainted person
Yeah.
with certain people.
Sure.
Because if we look at everything that happened with Mark Robinson,
Yeah.
you don't see Burns saying, "Oh, never mind, that dude's bad. I didn't know this stuff.
No,
My
yeah.
apologies." He was like, "No, that kind of nasty sexual perversion. That's cool. That's cool."
Well, he was calling it lies.
Oh, it was lies.
The last thing that I heard, the last thing I've read from Burns about Mark Robinson was saying that this was all made up bullshit by by socialist communists. And,
But even when Mark Robinson admitted to it,
Yeah,
that it
no.
was all true and moment of weakness, and God forgave me because
Yeah.
That's convenient for them. Cheap grace, look it up.
Yeah. No, and so point being, like I said, it's I have spent my entire adult life deconstructing thoughts and beliefs that I've had, and it's just the thing that I do now. So now when I think about just something that I would think that would make America good, which would be Medicare for all, basically. You can't just say Medicare for all would be great for all of America, and it would be implemented with no hiccups and all this other stuff. No, it would be absolutely detrimental to and
Huge pain in the ass, growing pains, learning.
an entire industry of insurance and all these jobs that has entails in it. All those people would have to be retrained or find new work, all this other stuff. This would be absolutely catastrophic to our medical industry and our insurance industry, all this other stuff. But it's a moral thing to do. It's the morally right thing to do, and we have to figure out a way to do it. But again, those folks would probably just trash the entire thing just because it's a hard thing to do. Whereas like
We see them do it all the time.
right. So again, like, I don't hold any politician or anyone like that, anyone who seeks power in office above reproach. I mean, they're all, I don't know. I feel like they all deserve the criticism that we give them and much more.
Yep. And twice on Sunday.
Right.
Which is today. Barb, thoughts? Do you worship any politicians, and why not?
I don't, because I think they're all pieces of shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
even if we look at the ones that we like, there was an interesting post today shared by a guy named, I want to say Steven Stegel? I don't know if I'm saying that right.
You're not.
no.
But it was the hypocrisy of Cory Booker.
Oh yeah.
And how
right.
he is acting like he's fighting and then turns around and votes in favor. And that is what we're dealing with in the Monroe
Yeah.
City Council, where it's like, Burns is horrible. Burns is, oh my God, he's got to go. He's doing horrible things. But let me vote with him 99% of the time,
Yeah.
with his agenda.
Yeah.
Yep.
So-
All right. So everyone got bored of that subject?
Hey, listener, are you bored of that subject yet?
If you are, send us a little figure.
Right.
Like and subscribe.
Actually, send us $2 if you're bored of that subject, and we'll move right on.
3 if you're not. All right. Okay, so I have a few ideas for like a rotating subject, so it's not going to be like the same segment every time. But I really wanted to take some time and kind of add a little fun thing in. Have you been having fun so far?
Yeah.
This is a blast, guys.
So much.
I
So
always
much
have
fun.
fun with it.
Yes.
Or as SpongeBob would say, almost some.
So I don't know if I've told this story on the podcast before, but I worked with a guy named Coop in Korea years and years and years and years ago. And he showed up, and we had to be at work at 2:45. That is when the briefing started. So that
Okay.
we could start, our jobs at 3. And this dude would walk in at 2:44.
Of course.
Every day. And
He's
it was
on
a
time.
walking base.
One of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he walked in, and I have to edit this story, but I don't have to edit that story now because I'm not at work. But it was the funniest thing in the world because a guy with 3 more stripes than he did, he looks at me, he's like, Coop, you were almost late. And he looks at me and says, motherfucker, how can you almost be late?
Yeah.
And I lost it. And that's probably not a good idea. You never laugh at that kind of stuff. But it was just a very good point about you can never almost be late. You were either on time or you were late.
Personally, I'm always I always say 10 minutes early is like 15 minutes late or something like
That's what
that.
I try to
Yes.
instill in my kids,
Yeah.
especially now that they're
Or whatever
starting
the
to work.
saying is. I don't know exactly what. There's an actual
50,
saying.
if you're not 15 minutes early, you're
Late.
Yeah.
That's military stuff.
Right. Yeah. There you go. So yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's plenty of times where I've, having ADHD, I just stare at my phone a little bit too long in the morning and don't get up. And, there's
You need more fiber.
Yeah, maybe.
Jesus.
Yeah. But I'm not above being late. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, I mean, if you're showing up to a meeting or something like that with a bunch of people, especially if you're leading the meeting or some sort of authority figure in the meeting or something, yeah, you need to be there on time.
Yeah.
Have done your homework and be the most prepared person in the room.
Which is our shining example here is Kevin.
Yes.
Yeah, you're welcome
Always
for this.
early, always prepared.
Yeah.
And then there's Stephen and I.
And then there's the other 2 fuckers.
Right.
Always late.
Did y'all do
Never
this?
ready.
Did y'all see this? Did y'all see that? Are you prepared?
Yes.
All right. So I would like to do. What are we at? Okay, we're gonna do 2 segments today.
Oh.
It's the first 2 on the outline,
Okay.
and one of them I get to not talk, but I'll happily lead it along. The first one is. I would like your list of words and phrases that immediately lower your opinion of someone. Something that if you hear someone say, you're like, I no longer think I want to talk to you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. So I have 2 in the chamber, if I may.
Yes.
Oh, we need that sound.
Yes. we
Actually,
do.
that was pretty good. You could just
That
record
is,
that.
I like
Yeah.
that.
But one of them is radical Democrats.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
All right. Because that's an oxymoron.
There are none.
There are none. That's not a real thing.
That
All right?
I wish there were more radical Democrats.
We do, and that's kind of the joke is that we're
Yeah.
like, yeah, we kind of love it if you were more radical
Yeah.
and more left, and
Yeah.
But saying radical Democrats is
Right.
like saying plain beige.
Yeah.
It's like no, that's not what's happening here.
Yeah.
The other one is supposedly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna piss off a guy named Kevin.
You're right. Yeah.
And I'll never forget, I was a young airman sitting next to a guy who had 4 more stripes than I did. And we were sitting in position, and he kept saying supposedly. And the first time he said it, I said, "Supposa what?" And for those of you who don't know, in the military, usually you do not talk to people who outrank you like that.
Right.
And luckily, I got away with one.
I was
But
gonna say, but we are talking
I
about Kevin.
kind of I was like, "Supposa what?"
Yeah. Oh.
And then, for those of you who are listening and not watching, I made a face
Yeah.
of recognition that I should not have said what I just said.
Sir, yes, sir. That's what that's what it is now.
That's what it is. My apologies, supposedly, and I will go along with this.
Well, since we're talking about misspelled words or whatever, irregardless is the one that just like always.
I use it all the time.
You do?
Yes. And can I explain myself? Can I explain
Ironically,
myself?
Absolutely.
Can I
Is it
explain
ironically?
myself?
No, we're
Yeah.
moving on.
Yes.
I use it all the time because when I use it, if someone gives me a look or says, "What?"
Right.
Then
yeah.
I know that I now have a new best friend.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if they glaze over it, that goes back to like, I immediately lower my opinion of you and I'm going to move on.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I just noticed that Barb is bathed in a
glow of
in a
Heavenly
shining
light
glow
on
from
Sunday.
from the light. Do I want to get rid of that?
I mean, look at me. I'm an angel.
I know.
I mean, not right now because
Yeah.
I
your,
like
your
the
editor would
art-
piss you off if he has to fuck with lighting
I just,
later on.
I just figured my editor would edit it out. So
Yeah.
No.
that's what he's there for.
We'll fix it
Can
in
we just
post.
put a halo behind me? Just so
There
that-
already is one. You just can't see it.
Right. We can
one
all
of
see it.
those.
Yeah.
One of these.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like an
Like in the,
angelic
in
the
Mary.
paintings.
In the Renaissance paintings. Yeah.
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 Always.
Yeah.
Can we do this?
Yes.
Editor?
Yes, because
We'll attach it to your headphones. That way, it's like up here.
Do
You
it.
know what I mean?
if anyone has ever seen Barb, the
I'm
first thing they
angelic.
think is
yeah.
Virgin Mary.
Right.
Yes. Thank you, Kevin.
You're welcome.
That's very nice. Can I go on my word now?
You're ready.
All right.
We're ready. Word. You don't have
It's
multiple?
a word. Well,
Wait a minute. This, by the way, this is after men interrupting. Do you see how I interrupted?
I know.
Okay.
See?
All right.
Yeah.
That's a multi-level joke. You'll get it on the third watch. All right, go ahead.
reiterate.
Reiterate.
Yes.
Reiterate?
That's a word that is commonly used at work.
In your profession?
In my profession.
Whatever that is.
Reiterate.
Reiterate.
Can
and
you
it's-
define reiterate? Can you define?
It's reiterate.
Oh.
But someone's.
Oh
like,
no.
yeah.
Oh, so you know one person that doesn't know. Oh.
There's actually two, and I'm just, every time I'm like, every time that word is said, I'm like, all right, you now, bye,
I hate you now.
la 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 la.
Yeah.
Not listening any longer.
Did
Well-
you go to Liberty?
Right. I will say that like I catch myself doing it sometimes, but like anybody who uses the word literally too much
Yep.
and literally doesn't know what it means.
Literally.
Yeah, like or somebody that's like, just saying, that shit drives me crazy. Like
And same.
yeah, right. It doesn't
I do
like,
it. I've started to do it.
yeah.
But man, when it first started,
Yeah.
same. When it first started,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, this is like the Valley Girl crap.
I feel like though,
Same.
like we could have like if you redefine some of these words, like reiterate is the second time that you have sex with a person. You've been in them once. Now you're gonna
oh my god, Kevin.
reiterate them.
I wish I was paying attention to the first part of that sentence.
I'm gonna tell you.
Like-
I'm gonna tell you right now that Barb's Zoom meetings just got a lot more fun because now when these two people
Now-
say it,
now it's
that's
giggling.
what she's gonna think.
Yeah,
You know.
I'm gonna go giggity.
Giggity.
of course.
Yeah.
The other thing for me is huge, and I even if it's on Facebook or someone's commenting on something, I'm done. I'll go on to the next thing and just leave the conversation. Is when they say I seen.
I seen.
I
Yeah.
seen.
Mm-hmm.
No sir, no ma'am,
Yep.
no bye.
But it's
Gotta
all
go.
to me. It's like always phrases that are just like fillers and stuff like that. That just like drives me crazy. And this is what drives me crazy about politicians too, for that matter. Is that like not only are like so when somebody says at the end of the day, or
Yeah.
these are just like introductory phrases that people have kind of like gotten used to saying, and they just kind of like it just spills out of their mouth without them even thinking about it. But it just gives them like almost like a diving board to like jump off onto the point that they're trying to make, I guess. But like, I wish that politicians would get away from like the politician speak.
Yeah.
And it's like what we're talking about, it's like what's the one that transparency. That's what it
Yes.
was. Oh, we're the most transparent politician or administration there ever has been, even though you're blocking people on their on your Facebook page and all this other stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like,
So transparent. But those are anybody who uses those kind of words are the ones who are doing the exact opposite.
All right, you ready? I'm definitely going for a groan from both of you.
oh,
Barb, you know what to do. But here's the deal. Would of,
would have, yeah.
not would apostrophe VE.
Yeah.
Would OF.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when I
That
see
happens
that,
in real life?
Oh my God, yes. Oh, you do not spend enough time on Facebook. Oh my goodness, yes. But people who will type would of instead of would have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Learn the language, people.
All right, so we'll revisit that in a few months. We'll have some more instances of things that really, what really grinds my gears. But for right now, I would like to say, because we got this rain and you're wearing, never mind, you have a different shirt on today. I'm used to seeing the other one.
I always
Excuse
have
me.
different shirts
Excuse
on.
me.
No, you don't. Barb is definitely,
Nice.
yes, wearing her,
Yeah.
this is how we do it shirt.
Nice. Maybe plants, maybe people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's me.
But I wanted to ask you guys, what's growing in your garden right now? What's going on?
I'll let you go first.
Man,
Barb.
I'll tell you.
My list is very short.
I am going on a 2-year hellacious tour of burning up my front yard. It either is giggity. It's either too wet or it's too dry. Kind of like menopause. But anyway, I digress.
Barb
None of
only speaks in double entendre, by the way.
my only.
That's
I'm
why
like
we
a
have her here.
teenage boy. I have not been able to get one thing to flower in my front yard, and a lot of the things I plant die. All right, guys.
I didn't say that thing.
I'm just saying, some people don't like a flowery front yard.
Well, I love a flowery front yard. I am very big on having flowers in my front yard and lots of grass. So, yeah, and I, as the expert, I would like to ask Stephen what his thoughts are on why my things stop flowering. Why does my
she have a
garden?
flowery front yard?
Why is
She
my-
doesn't let people in the backyard,
No.
so she can't comment
No,
on that.
no.
You never ask a woman their age, but it might be pertinent. Like,
52, thank you. Not
so,
Not dead.
what exactly are you having problems with?
they're not flowering. None of my stuff is flowering. When I put it in the ground, it's flowered.
Giggity.
But it just doesn't flower anymore.
It depends on what you're putting in the ground, but I'm going to say maybe you're planting things that only flower once. I mean, that's just me being,
No.
like reduction. Yeah.
What are you trying to
am not.
flower?
Yeah.
My perennials,
Ah,
flowering perennials that should be going all season, and
it's in the name, right?
I
That's
give
what
up.
perennial
It is.
means.
Yeah.
I give up.
Yeah.
I give
like when I was first kind of getting into gardening, I always thought that annuals were the ones that came back all the time.
That's what makes the most sense.
Yeah, it
And there's
does.
still times when I'll go to buy stuff and I'm like, I want
yeah, right.
opposites.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Do annuals not come back every year?
Annuals are
Annuals
things that you have to
do.
plant annually.
Oh,
Yes,
fuck you.
They will. Yeah, I know, right? They have to reseed themselves and replant.
Okay,
So
good.
it's like certain flowers, like I think Rudbeckia is probably a really good black-eyed Susan. It
I've
grows,
heard.
flowers, dies, goes to seed, dies, and then the seeds are what comes
On
back
the third
next year.
day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
they rose again.
yeah. But then you have, or like zinnias would be another like annual, or but then you have like perennials, which would be like daffodils, or I'm trying to think of the big beautiful flowers. Anyway, it'll come to me well before.
They start with a D.
Yeah,
Dahlia?
Dahlia. Thank you. There's like 1,000 different varieties, but dahlias, yeah, they come back every year. I'd have to know exactly which ones you're planting and why. But
Even like my roses.
Send him a picture of your front yard
yeah,
Or you
so
could
that
just
he
come
can
over.
see what's going on there.
yeah,
You
yeah.
could come over and trim my hedges if you like.
I have all the tools necessary.
There you go. That's a friend right there.
Yeah, it is.
What a friend. You know?
So
Missed opportunity for Kevin.
but
Never
yeah,
got into
like,
gardening. Never got into gardening.
could be too much sun, not enough sun, too much water, not enough water type thing. And you really you have to make sure that when you're doing your landscaping that you're cropping things together that that.
Why are you laughing?
This is Kevin's contribution to this conversation is the giggles.
You're supposed to be quiet, Kevin.
Yeah, right. There's a whole bowl full of M&Ms you can chew on right there if you want.
Doesn't go with rum.
But yeah, so it's you have to make sure that you're kind of clustering things together that need that specific
need each
amount.
other.
Yeah, that complement each other's presence.
My
Double-
zinnias now?
Double penetration, if you will.
Yes,
Ah.
exactly.
That sounds scary.
Yeah.
My zinnias are doing quite well though, and I'm really starting to lean towards I'm just gonna do a motherfucking zinnia patch next year.
Hey, they're gorgeous, and they stick around for a little bit.
They do.
Yeah, and the thing about the one thing that people need to realize that if you're planting a flower garden, the more you clip them, the more they're going to flower, and which is kind of counterintuitive.
and come again.
Right? Which is kind of counterintuitive because you want to have flowers in your yard and think they're beautiful and all that and just leave them there. But no, you got to, once they flower or are about to flower for that matter,
Yeah.
clip them then, bring them in your house, enjoy them. They'll come back out in your yard. But flowers are meant to be cut.
I feel cruel because when my zinnias start, I pop off the first bud so that they'll grow
Oh,
two
yes.
from that.
Oh,
but I
you're,
just feel terrible when I do that. I just feel guilty.
You're not. It's not deadheading because that is
Right.
getting rid of the dead ones. But you're clipping the top so that they
Branch out.
branch
make
out.
more.
Yeah. So I'm actually very. I need to get back into my gardening
Yes, please.
practices just because over the last couple of years I've really fallen off and I need to get back into it because I loved it so much and it's just I don't know, I've just kind of for whatever reason I know there's a lot of reasons, so I don't want to go into it. I've had to kind of step away from that, so
It's good for your mental health.
very much so.
It is.
Sticking your fingers in the dirt,
Giggity.
rubbing your toes all in it.
Nope.
Getting bit by ants and
Right.
bees and snakes.
Oh my.
All that fun stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I wish you would because I need a mentor bad.
Yeah. Well,
Hurry up.
me
It's
too,
all about me.
actually. So
I will say, frankly, being outside is horrible. That's where all the bugs live.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
So
Yeah.
just got to deal with it.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Final thoughts, Stephen?
I
Already?
have none.
Man,
We've been at this for like an hour, over an hour. So,
Yeah.
time flies when you're having fun, guys.
all right. To wrap it up, if you've enjoyed this podcast or found it useful, please like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. And you'll never miss an episode. We have a website, changefrommonroe.com. You can also send us an email at either Stephen, Kevin, or Barb at changefrommonroe.com. We love hearing from you, and we read all of your emails, I promise. We reserve the right to read said email on the air unless you express otherwise. And
We don't like you.
Do you know
Yeah,
what
we don't like
what I would like to do next show? I'm going to bring in my card that I received in the mail, so
Oh.
that we can.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I got some fan mail
You
in my
did.
mailbox.
Kind of got my hopes up there that she was going to bring in her harpsichord or something and play a song. but
That would be
that's
nice.
It's
That's
the
only
second-
in private.
Second
Yeah.
best.
Let's not bring that up.
You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram and Threads and all the social medias except for Twitter because
Fuck you, Elon.
fuck you, Elon. And fuck Mark Zuckerberg, too, for that matter. But I haven't figured out a way to get off Facebook yet. And as always,
Same. Sorry.
as always, consume a satchel of Richards, Robert.
Hallelujah, praise the Lord, thank you, Jesus.
I don't need another goddamn sermon.